who accidentally left his flannel jacket at my house. He phone called me several months later and said, Rob, he said Googolplexia.
Rob, where did that come from?
He said Googolplexia.
Wow.
Do you know that flannel jacket of mine that I left at your house? And I said, yes, Martin, I know. And he said, I want you to burn it. And I said, yes, Martin, I will certainly do that for sure, no question about it. But what I did to Martin's flannel jacket was forward. I should have brought it as a visual aid. Instead of burning that jacket, which would have reduced it to a worthless, lifeless pulp of ash and cinder floating through the air, what I did was so much worse. I printed the Googolplexia logo on it. So now it's completely without value of any kind. Thanks, guys.
It's time. It's time.
It's time? It's time for what?
Time for you.
I was just asking. I thought maybe you saw my set list because this next song is called "It's Time to Cook." It's a theme song. It's a theme song from a web series called "It's Time to Cook," and the host of the series is Michael. So when I say Michael's name in the song, don't raise your hand and be like, "Well, who's Michael, you butthole?" Because I'm gonna be like, "Well, he's the host of the show. I already told you." In the kitchen. Oh, I'm sorry. I started that wrong. Okay, here we go. Let's try again. In the kitchen every night, Michael plans to do it right. When you hear the dinner bell, a sound you've come to know so well, it isn't time to buy or sell. Time to kiss and tell. It's time to cook. It is time to go to France. It is time. It is time for cats and cats, for community chest or chance. It isn't time to water the plants, it's time to cook. It isn't time to get a watch or the time to fix your car. It isn't past a monkey's ass, or is it? No, it's not. Or the time to play your electrical guitar. Dance. It isn't time to make romance. It isn't time to shit your pants. It's time to cook. It isn't time to shit your pants. It's time to cook. It isn't time to shit your fucking pants. It's time to cook. In that song is that it's always time to shit your pants. No question about it. What I'm going to do next is another theme song to a web series that I wrote. And this one's about nerds who like to read comic books. Thank you. Comic geeks, the geeks that read the comic books. Comic geeks, the geeks that buy the comic books. Comic geeks, the geeks that collect the comic books. Comic geeks, the geeks that love the comic books. Comic geeks, 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 comic geeks. La baza, la baza, la baza, 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 baza. Thanks, guys. From a show called Comic Geeks. This next song is by one of my favorite artists of all time, Shannon.
It better be the song I think it is.
Are there any Shannon fans in the house? It's not as big as Ted. Once I had a pretty girl. Her name, it doesn't matter. She went away with another guy, but now he can't even look at her. His name's Larry. That'll become important very soon. Hats off to Larry. He broke your heart, just like you broke mine when you said we should part. You told me lies. Now it's your time to go crack, but now that Larry says goodbye to you, I know it may sound strange. I want you back. I think you'll change, but there's just one thing I've got to say. Well, you know, hats off to Larry. It may sound cruel, but you laughed at me when you said we were through. You told me lies. Now it's your time to go crack, but now that Larry says goodbye to you. Sorry. Well, hats off to Larry, you know, honey child, it may sound so cruel, but you laughed at me when you said that we were through. You told me all those lies, and now it's your turn to cry. But now that Larry says goodbye to you, and you, and you, 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 and you. He says goodbye to everybody. I learned it myself. He says goodbye to everybody. Trust me, I know who Larry says goodbye to, okay? I'm gonna play a song, an old
I wish I knew that stuff.
song. Yeah, not everyone can though, so you know, if everyone knew it, then would anybody know it? Think about that.
Whoa, look
Okay.
at your
This is a song by a band from my hometown that some of you may know. They're called Bunnygrunt. All I wanna do is love you, try to make you mine, take you to the dance, but I can't. All I wanna do is kiss you, but kissing can be tough when your lips are so shy, and everybody knows that zombies are no fun when you date a zombie. You're the only one to feel love, 'cause she's all I wanna do is date you, and dating could be fine if you didn't have broken spine. All I wanna do is love you, but you can't love me back, even though you're mostly dead. You're still pretty stacked. welcome to sit in them though. Alright, this is a song about my favorite of the world's many, perhaps a few too many, politicians. Mayor, make cheese.
Yeah.
Mayor, make cheese. Mayor, make cheese. Mayor, make cheese. Mayor, make cheese. For a head, and that's alright with me. Mayor, make cheese. Mayor, make cheese. Burger for a head, and that's alright with me. Mayor, cheese. McDonald that has been taken all over by that no talent Ronald and a bunch of nobodies. So tell the little children about the good mayor. One day they're gonna grow and they may not have a prayer, knowing who that burger-headed mayor is. They're only gonna know about that stupid drowning hills. A little friends at that time, whoever they may be. But everybody knows the real chief of McDonald Land is mayor. 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 The real chief of McDonald Land is mayor.
Because I was singing that one.
Earlier Martin was like, if you know anything about music, you'll notice all these songs are in the same key, the key of C. Well, if you know anything about music, similarly, you'll notice that this next song is in the key of French. Il y avait une affiche qui montrait la tour Eiffel. Quand on la voit, on sait vraiment de quoi la tour s'agit-elle. C'est une affiche. J'accroche sur le mur. C'est une affiche. Une affiche de la tour. Tout le monde sait le monument qui a été construit d'acier. Dans l'année qui marquait la 100e après Révolution française. C'est une affiche que j'accroche sur le mur. C'est une affiche de la tour. Et personne ne connaît cette affiche comme je la connais. Et quelques jours je vais visiter la tour qui m'a montré.
a song.
Oh, do you know a little French?
Dirty,
Croissant. Good one, man. That's like the only French word you need to know, really. In real life. Okay, I gotta... Does the floor of the Feve, does it keep rhythm okay? Yes. It sounds like it'll probably suffice for tonight. Here's a song I haven't done in a while, but I'm pulling out all the stops tonight for you, Oberlin, Ohio.
You're standing over the kitchen.
What's that?
You're standing over the kitchen.
Are they going to be able to hear me? Are they going to be like, what kind of asshole is stopping?
Yeah, it'll be great.
Cool, okay. Like, but if they come up here and they're like, we want to fight whoever was stomping on the ground later, you guys will have my back, right?
Yeah. Well, point to her.
I'll fight him. I'll fight him.
Me too. I'll fight him in the streets. Okay.
They don't want to fight me, actually.
I don't know how this song goes anymore. Well, who cares? 2 years to try a little harder. It doesn't help. 5 years I thought I'd be over this. Whoa, lovesick and sick of it. Yeah. 6 days I keep my distance. 1,000 miles away, it doesn't help. I know it, for it to last. Whoa, lovesick and sick of it. Yeah. I need another city, long and another one. Excuse me, long. I'm so empty, long, 'cause now I have more days I keep my distance. More days I keep my distance. I know it's fleeting, but I can't go. Lovesick and sick of it, yeah. Faster like Thank you. Thank you. That's a song called Lovesick and Sick of It. Okay. This one's from Martin. It's a song about Star Trek.
My favorite one.
Okay. Oh, that doesn't sound so.
Feedback.
Get in my face.
I have gone.
Library hates.
I have gone home. I'm just I have gone. No longer here. I have gone home. Boldly gone when no man gone before. I've boldly gone where no man has gone before. I have gone. and new civilization. Seek out new life and new civilization. I have gone far.
With a mic
I have gone far disappear. I'm a doctor,
brain rat.
Jim. I'm an engineer. Beam me up. I said beam me up now, Mr. Sky, because I have gone. Thanks, guys. Sorry I lost my place. Made a lot of unnecessary noise. Yeah, I think there's like a bad connection with this cable. But
Some stuff bad, bad.
be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. You, I've got a replacement for just such an occasion as this. It's not squiggly like you, but it's gonna do in a pinch. Okay. All right. Better.
More feedback.
You want more feedback?
Yeah.
Sing along to this one if you think you know the words, but you might not know the words like you think you know the words. Just so you know. Or do you? I don't know much about history. 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 I don't know much about history, baby. Don't know much about that history. I don't know much about history, baby. Don't know much about history. Well, don't know much about history. I 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 don't know much about history. Don't know much about history. Sing along now. Sha la 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 la. History. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The history. Oh my God, yeah, the history. Holy shit, now the history. I don't know much about 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 history. Thanks, guys. That song was written in the year 1925 by Joan of Arc. She was the King of England at the time, if memory serves. Wow. Okay, you guys. I decided. Like I said, I decided to pull out all the stops just for you, Oberlin. So, we're gonna play some. If you thought I hadn't, if you think you've seen songs that I haven't played in a while tonight, then you haven't seen anything yet, as they say. What do we want to hear first? Let's see. Okay. Here's a country song. I met a Georgia peach over at the Cobb County Fair. After a couple of months of playing house and such, she had bad news. she was headed for the last frontier. Now she'll be boarding the plane with that Inuit painted. Now she'll be boarding the plane with the Inuit painted on the side. It's Alaska Airlines, in case you don't know. By the time she set her home up in Sitka or Nome, I'll have this to confide. You could spend January in Alaska for all I care. Thought of you turns my taste buds to goo, knowing you were way up there. But after one January in Alaska, you will be cold. 'Cause I'm staying here, gonna persevere while you seek your fool's gold. I harken back up to the time that I last saw her around. Made a promise to myself that I'd keep her in town. To reignite our southern lights, I'd be so cool and callous. Something lot of good that did, 'cause now she's up looking at Aurora Borealis. I'm sure she's having hanging around now, looking these with a come up from kitchen can on every day of her Alaskan week. Now she'll be fishing for salmon while my love suffers famine in the south. 'Cause I know that I'm missing all that Eskimo kissing on the mouth. You could spend January in Alaska for all I care. The thought of you turns my taste buds to goo, knowing you're way out there. But after one January in Alaska, you'll be cold. 'Cause I'm staying here, I'm gonna shed a tear while you seek your fool's gold. After one January in Alaska, I'm sure she'll find that she must have been crazy thinking back to the day she chose to leave me behind. But even Januaries in Alaska could have their charm. With a fella like myself on a glacial shelf and a gal like her on my arm. After one, that's one little part. So maybe Januaries in Alaska are where I'll be. Been in denial so long, baby, it's time to try Denali. Downtown, making sure the dishes get cleaned and the orders get sent out. we'll come back to that one. How about that? We'll come back to that one. Ever since the day I met you, all I do is cry over you. An onion to the back I go. I start to chop it up and let the tears flow. When a waitress comes back and says, "What's wrong?" Boy, I sing this song. I'm chopping up onions and I'm chopping them all day. I'm chopping up onions till my teardrops go away. I know the word these days is that a man is allowed to cry. I take no consolation. I can't explain just why, baby. I admit it feels good to turn the waterworks on. But if other folks see me, my pride is gone. I'll stay in the kitchen till I'm through crying over you. I'm chopping up onions and I'll chop them up all day. I'm chopping up onions till my teardrops go away.